Matthew chapter 5 says, "You are the salt of the earth, you are the light of the world." One of the elements that he mentions there, Jesus our Lord, is salt. And salt back in the day used to be used to preserve things, preserve food. There were no refrigerators back then, so salt would preserve the food. And salt would be used in sacrifices. It was given along with meat and other foods to the Lord. In other words, salt represents covenant. It represents the covenant between God and his people. And when Jesus is saying, "You are the salt of the earth, the light of the world," he's saying, "You are my representatives in the world." He then says, "Can salt become unsalty?" Which is a joke, because you know what? Salt cannot become unsalty. I mean, it's a fact, it cannot become unsalty. It's like saying, can the light lose its light? Or can music become mute? It's either it is salt or not salt. And Jesus is saying, you are the salt of the earth. I was thinking, a few years ago, many years ago, I used to work visiting families who had been recipients of wheelchairs by our church. And I would visit these families that lived in very, very impoverished areas in my city. And they were dealing with extreme situations, health situations, and extreme poverty. And I would come home and I would be many times crying on the way home, or while taking a shower, I would just, break and cry. And in one of those visitations, I remember being in the middle of all this suffering and asking God, where are you in all this? Where are you? And Jesus answered to me instantaneously, "That's why you are there." And I don't know what this week is gonna throw your way, or what you're going through right now, or where you're in the middle of, but wherever you are the salt of the land. You're the salt of the earth. As Eugene Peterson says, you're meant to bring out the flavors of God in the world. You're a pointer to the Creator and the Maker. Be blessed. Have an awesome week. Bye-bye.